good morning, everyone. It's been a while since I met you on this page like this live show. This is Fahudi Hotspot Show. Lady May Bakupe, Canada, Comfort. Anyways, you see, I do videos about, relocating every opportunities that Canada has. I do video about them. In fact, it is very good for a country to look for opportunity outside their own country. For the young men who want to, if you want to advance, you need to know what the other people, the countries that are advanced, what they are doing. So it is never a bad thing to say, oh, ko abrochi. And my country is trying to bring things to a point where people can feel comfortable and also find it necessary to stay back in Ghana. When you look at the Chinese, a lot of them comes to school in this part of the world, then they go back to their country because their countries offer more, and it's also familiar to them. Who wants to stay here if your country is good? Let me tell you something. If your country is good, you will stay. So our ex-president, John Dramani Mahama, who is now the flag bearer, who is going to now stand for election 2024, is trying to bring a policy that will allow Ghanaians to run 24 hours economy. Now, you see, Ghana for no metme se bebrene 24-hour economy na say. So let me take my time to just do a short video just to tell you what the 24 hours will do for Ghanaians. Oh, I meant for time do not listen to me with hate. The regular and the way of our hate, whether the thing is good, we hate it. Whether the thing, just because I was trained and I was raised to hate. So whatever I'm talking about is good for you, do not. We live in a different era where we meet in a different ways. You understand? Many people are suffering. Many people are suffering because of this mentality. They hate. They just hate for the hate's sake. Because they've been raised anything different from who they are, they just hate it. Anything that is not the norm, to them what they know as normal, they hate it. So it doesn't allow these people to grow. There are many places we are crying about jobs in Ghana. Jobs. It's all about jobs. Uwe juma, nasa wutimi biye juma. Nasa eye easy man so be juma. What is it? We are always complaining there are no jobs, there are no jobs. So this 24-hour economy that other countries are like embarking on and ensuring that it is strengthened, it is because to create job for the citizens, so the citizens will pay tax. The citizens will pay tax for the government to do what will benefit the citizen, whether they are in their house or outside their house. In Canada, our taxpayer money allows us now to drive for free. Our tax paying money allows us not to even go and renew our plate anymore when it eventually expires. In Canada, our tax paying money allows us to sit outside. There is someone standing right there to ensure that children crosses the road safely. It doesn't take a police IGP to go and stand at the traffic light and do a show like it is a skit that they do. No, it is a paying job. The police department are allocated money from the government to ensure that children, areas where it is busy, there are cross walkers there in a vest that everybody can see. Every morning and every afternoon you see cross walkers. These are people who has retired and all those people. So this is how the government gives it. To whom much is given, much is expected, right? So 24-hour economy. Hello, Papa Kwejo, welcome. Please share the video because enkwafu bebrente 24 hours and I say 24 hours means say enyame bia yatum ewo Ghana no aban nienti ama yatum no aban e ba be siesie sa nienti a amaya to sa hono. There are so many things that has been shut down overnight because of what? Security, because of utility, because of network. All these things, government are going to prepare the way for people to be able to open their establishment or to expand. Like I said, we have a lot of people who does their own business in Canada. For example, shipment. You see, the cargo here does not close. Especially African cargo. Harbor should not be closed. Our harbor should not be closed. We have the items. We have the resources, the minerals. Why is it closed overnight? Why should our certain places, plane that comes to Ghana, why should it be closed? Why can't a plane land at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., and so forth? All these things will expand the businesses that is done at the airport. All these things will expand and will always create. It's always going to open up the brains of Ghanaians to think and also have the ability to invent. You see, we need an opportunity where there are resources already. Look at this thing. Look at the plane. I am going to go under the plane. This road was put down there night. You see, our men that works on the street, you see, construction, it was constructed at night. In the daytime, the government knows the population and also area where a road has to be constructed. If a lot of people goes to work, they are not going to allow it, so they do it overnight. It is a premium paid to those individuals that construct the roads to pay premium. So they pay people to stay there. When you're riding on highways, you will see in the middle of the night people are doing construction. The light is almost to say guy. So the government allow the people like us who can think beyond the wall, who can think behind the wall. You can think through the walls. There are certain people that can see through the wall. That's why science is there. That is why science is there, to see that what you are seeing is not it. There is something else. There's a reflection. Do you understand? So 24-hour economy means to say Benin is doing it. The reason why people are flooding this place are gonna need we epe akwentu obebrebe 24 hours of broni diamba ni kuromo. It has nothing to do with magic. It is not a wusu bempamu no muwaha enya agradamu no muwaha enya we bishops ne intro. You see, when John Dramani Mahama was putting in structures to fix the electricity, make sure say the dumsona the young papa kofo ebe create, you know. John Dramani amfa also asofofo ankotena ho. John Dramani did not say let's go and pray. You see, there are certain people that don't see reality. We think it is magic. So right now that the 24-hour economy, no, there's a lot of Ghanaians right now. MPP, they know the damage they have caused. They don't want NDC people to talk about it or Ghanaians to talk about it. So right now they have turned into peacemakers. They have now come into the middle of other Ghanaians to think that, oh, because they know that Jandam right now, people has killed Jandam. So people don't know what to do anymore but to go into the Ghanaians who are asking for accountability and are asking for resources and the ways of solving problems in Ghana. No, they want these people to be numb to the pains, not to remember the things that went on over the course of this past 7 years. Ghana for Ghana, no, and these people in power don't want Ghanaians to be reminded because it is a voting time. So they are going around almost feel like they are coming into the middle of all these people asking for, they are posing agenda 111, no? as a chirano no se nkrofo ba be chirase in their own language that does not brings doom to Ghanaians. So 24-hour economy no, all it means is that the government are going to ensure say utility is way adequate to make sure say the one who wants to open a factory. Munsha Ghana, look at Ghana. Munsha Ghana, how much people are so talented when it comes to creativity. Dollar Rama, China ni create $1 million opportunity because of industrialization. Now, why is it industrialization is the main way for Chinese? Because they have the resources and they have the mineral, and as my friend said, they have the means. They create things. They Emma eba abrochi dollar rama niame gu ho nyina no. Imagine Ghana ni a wanyene kenten na obi epeso obi a whole factory. Imagine Oko Northern Regional. Imagine the amount of women who sit there knit this kente, the northern for kente no. Imagine say your factory o produce mass production, o produce this thing abrochi for and advertising it their own things to sell outside. Imagine the amount of young people who can also be trained to know how to do that thing, because now it is at a mass way production level where it is not just some 5 women in a community sitting there and weaving and woven these cloth. And this cloth, do you know how much it is when we buy them here? You see, when you go to, it is the same cloth that the Red Indians does. And in fact, they go to shows, omuko shows, ekotonton. The Red Indian for no, sa kente na one northern region, the same thing na Red Indians for no, and you ne ewa ho. The same thing. So imagine say your factory and you ne sa anyamano. The most expensive items in this country are the natural and the niyama yedi nsa anase natural yedi dua anase bamboo ukonkrofo dan chi patios. Ghanaians cannot afford those things kurampo emfensi omo dan chi wa ho, because when you go to those stores it is expensive. Go to me said the Bay na kwahwe eniyama omo de aye omo mpa no, it is natural. Omo kan wo omo chro ho, because I watch these things. It is one of the natural things, because when you are around nature, it even gives you that equilibrium, your mood and everything else. You know, it affects it. It affects it. When you have plants in your home, it affects your mood. Into these things are Ghana for they can bring it outside. They can ship it where our port is open 24 hours, where transportation is open 24 hours. Into obia oti ekura. Onyene me kan say yet that the same way. Omo yet that the same. Omo person omo ye kropot. And as omo dani kropot nimpo no as a barbecue machine where it is a multi-purpose user. Ghana for anase companies from Abrochi will go there and buy it. Look at Nkwan Suswa. Ye ni mre ema ye hu. Look at Nkwan Suswa, such a very good and nutritious and values and Nkwan Suswa. Ghana for the bedu kromo. Esa emre omu ninti. Esa this opportunity. Ghana ninti min create. Ghana ni nim how I yedi create you. Into obisi me create ya na ya no wanwa. Sa na omudi ya kwa me nkuruma. For building a whole massive things na Ghana nim paying for moti Ghana no nyi omuhu entum omufu se bibia na obroni na edeba ade bia ye invent wo Ghana obroni na edeba aye obroni na ede we ba aye bottle water hwan obroni na emra mukurom no me invent no nton ma mo wankasa mo niama no. So 24-hour economy no will give you much time. Emma in Kwansusa modeba hanu mo echechi eduano so no. You are going to now open a mini factory for people, young girls during the day. Omo de Kwansusa yaba cham. omo de nkwanso so etimi be go factory ho ema overnight no inti mu amukọ anopa no mu nkọ akọ package. The people who are doing it during the day no are the ones who are going to take it out of that way na ya modeba hana. It is time consuming. Now you will charge $2 or 2 cedis premium for the people, for the workers, you know. Distance, it's statistics. And nothing a chromo, yeah, value, market way, feasibilities, and all those things, you know. How much is it going to cost for the manpower now? Or so much kwansu every way, and so kwa brochi, many animal, Shamoma ya jinya jumo, when yes, MPP4 will steal this idea from you people. They will rob you for this 24 hours because it is working in another country. We have too much. Eduane wa Ghana esa say yensu ye dibi wa abrochi kontomre ema akromu ha kontomre nsu kontomre very healthy, very good resources my way and nutritional values are mobetimi ebie a mini factory light isimu so during the day ya di kontomre na ba during the way no omo mbe package omo amube freezy. There is a way plastic bia when you suck out the air, it keeps things fresh. Mami ka se mi chiro ye nipa obibini ye nipa obibini enye kwasiasa obibini njimi yo inti Ghana for amonhwa me 24 hours no ideas gu ye mu ebi mu te say yen we are pregnant with so much ideas ye namana ayen akasakasa. I'm telling you this in kwansu so Ghana for dini say more emu dini say more there are so much food. I am free Ghana emau, but Ghana can bring it. You know why? Because Ghana for mu nimre. Ghana for nimre. Ghana for omu oko unam ekwa Accra kwan so. Eya akọ we Reggie Emmanuel oko te se de oko ofritema ekwa Accra na. Eniema Ghana for anwene no, eniema nkrofo di omonsa aye no. Painting. And near natural and a boarding our brochi paint covers, but Ghanaians don't have a means to transport these things to Abrochimemu. You guys can connect with these very stores. Miss Metime be stores and Casania Manuaha. Metime be their stores be a Ukomua and Yamani free Mexico. Uko Niagara Falls, Mekoto Bagibi, a free Ukraine. Omanyene efri hono niame wo ho nyina is from Ukraine. How did they get it to that way? Niagara Falls, the Spin City, a city that don't sleep. Niagara Falls, uko hono mua. They are not African on any wall, but you see Africans roaming about like that. They are not carvers. They are not nothing. Actually, say Africa, but see. Go to expensive stores na kohwa de eniama ewo ho nyina was invented. Calabash ewa ha ne boden ope ade a yedi edua inchense a yedi dua ya ne boden papa wo kromu ha. Go to the bay, go to those stores na omu CS ni this big commercial stores no go there na kohwa entre ene wo pa atre any government establishment in me adwuma school pa atre na yede be basuku mu no eye wooden atre. Ghana for wa hefa wooden atre oma China for adwuma tie oma China for adwuma because it's 24-hour economy. They don't sleep. Sometimes you will see somebody put TikTok ewo manufacturing company ewo China eye overnight way omo produce. But we added the neighbor Ghana. And yeah, Juma. It's Ghana for a mutina ho. Nasan for way mo. Add the idea way by ye fe kubon for some any a kuonia matter say media me belong it to way. Ama Ghana abatuana are dangerous because people don't want you to know the truth. So these are some of the small one I will tell you. I'll come back for more. Share the video. Manenko actually. And this for mama money now. Many more all these share. Even if it's one away radio station at NDC4, Etimikasawa, go and speak there and flush the news out there. Don't go to those gendarmen way because gender 111 no me the video be at to okokosha nyamisha munyi na.